In this lesson, we're going to take a look at algebra, and more specifically, variables and expressions. And these are standard 6EE A2, that's a mouthful, and 50A1. And we're going to look at this worksheet, and you can go to worksheetsandwalkthroughs.com to print out a copy if you'd like to and follow along. Let's look at the directions. We've got evaluate the following expression by substituting the given values for n. So in this case, we're working with the variable n, and we have four different variables. Four different values for our variable n. And we have this word problem that we're going to be looking at. Here it is. Every time you see a multi-step word problem, you can think to yourself, well, this is really an order of operations problem as well. So you have to go through the math information and figure out which operations you need to do. In this case, we do have an expression down here that matches up with this problem. So the steps are really done for you. Let's read through the problem. Joe wants to buy some new apps which cost 99 cents each plus tax, which is at a rate of 8%. He also wants to purchase a $5 gift card. Use the following expression to calculate how much money he will spend if n equals the number of apps he purchases. All right, sentence by sentence, we're looking at Joe wants to buy some new apps. They cost 99 cents each. So that's the price per app, plus tax. So we're looking at, we'll have to add the tax onto the price after that, and that's at an 8% tax rate. So there it is. And 8% can also be looked at as, if you think about it, percent means each 100, so that's 8 cents for every 100 cents or every dollar that he spends. So he also wants to purchase a $5 gift card. So he's looking at spending this amount of money as well. No matter how many apps he purchases, he's going to buy a $5 gift card. And it says, use the following expression to calculate how much money he will spend if n equals the number of apps he purchases. And that's what we have given to you down here. We have n equals 2, so that must mean that, well, you're probably thinking that too, that the number of apps he purchases is 2. So we can take that, since it's our variable, and substitute 2 in every time we see the variable n in this expression. So this is our expression. It's really not an equation. I mean, if it was set to be equal to something, and we could actually, once we evaluate this expression, we could make an equation out of it. But here we go. So our job is really, let's take a look, to find out how much money he will spend for each given value of n. All right, so we have 2, and we have to insert it into this expression. So let's rewrite the expression. 99 cents times 2. You write it that way. You could also write it 99 cents times 2 plus 5. And the 5, if you look at that expression, the 5 stands for our constant, which is the $5 gift card that Joe is going to buy. Again, 99 cents represents the price of each app. N is the number of apps he's going to purchase. And let's move on. And we have a bracket. And inside that we have, again, the price of the app. Per app, I should say. Those are 99 cents each. N, we have a value for that. And then we can write that as 2. So 99 cents times 2 plus the $5 gift card. And outside of that, we have the 800ths that we have to multiply to calculate our tax rate of 8%. And we have our closing brackets there. So again, to quickly go over what this means at the front end of the expression, we have the price of the app times the number of apps he purchases, plus the $5 he spends on the gift card. Then inside these brackets and parentheses, this side really deals with adding on the tax. So we're going to add 99 times n, 99 cents times n plus 5. And if we evaluate that over here, we can you know do the work for it once and then input our answer over here as well. Then we have to multiply all that, so it's actually the total price of the app and the gift card times the 8% tax. And that's what we're looking at. So let's continue. All right, so we've got, let's handle what's inside the parentheses first. Okay, so in order of operations, that's what we do. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. If you want some more clarification on that, we have you have the option to go and look at our video walkthrough of order of operations with parentheses, brackets, and braces. That's out there for you if you'd like. So we have in here, in this innermost portion of the problem, we have 99 cents times 2 plus 5, so let's take care of that. All right, so let's see, 99 cents times 2. You could multiply that out. You could use the traditional method. You could use lattice if you'd like. 9 times 2 is 18, or 2 times 9 would be 18, plus 1. Okay, 9 times 2 is 18, plus 1 would be 19. So you're probably thinking that would be $1.98 for 2 apps. And that would be exactly correct, $1.98. Then we have to add on this part. Move that down here. So we have $1.98 plus 5. And add that up. It's 5 whole dollars. So 8 plus 0 would be 8, 9 plus 0. And that would be 6. So now we're looking at $6.98. And we still had that in parentheses. Outside of that, we had our 8% that you're going to do something with. We have our brackets. I'm going to work backwards here. That should have been an addition symbol. Okay. All right. So now we still have parentheses, but we've actually gone through all the operations in there. We did multiplication first. That's on a higher level than addition. So we did those in order. Came up with $6.98 for the price of the 2 apps. And now we want to multiply. Anytime you see a number outside of parentheses like this, so we have parentheses and then we have 800ths, it's implied that you multiply those together. So let's do that now. So I'm going to take this 698 and multiply it by 800ths. And you don't really have to line up the decimals when you are multiplying, but it just works out that way. So don't be confused by that. We've got 8 times 8 is 64. 9 times 8 is 72. 72 plus 6 would give us 78. 8 times 6 is 48, and 48 plus 7 would be 55. You're probably thinking that. Good for you. And now we have to take care of the decimals, places that are in there. We have 1, 2 places, 1, 2. So in our product, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. And our decimal point would land over there. Now, we have to do a little bit of rounding because in our monetary system, our change, if you will, only goes to the hundredths place. So we look to the thousandths place, and the 8 tells us since it's greater than 5 or greater, we have to round up, and rounding up bumps this one up by 1, so that'll give us 56 cents. So that represents our tax. So now we can, well, actually, let me use a different color. So this, we multiplied 698 by 8%, and we got 56 cents. That would be represent our tax for the 2-app purchase. All right, so now we've got 99 times 2. Let's rewrite that. 99 cents times 2 apps. Plus 5. And then we have to add our tax. Okay, let's see what we've got so far. Remember, we did the work for this innermost portion of the parentheses. So we had 99 cents times 2 plus 5. We calculated that out to be $6.98. So, since we've already done the work for that, we really don't have to repeat those steps. So all of this, of course you would multiply first and then add, would equal $6.98 plus our 56 cents tax. Quite a few steps here, so you can probably imagine why someone felt the need to invent a program that would work with a cash register. So they kind of calculates this. It uses this same type of expression. So it was programmed into the cash register, and it kind of calculates that on the fly depending on what you buy and the prices of the items that you buy. Anyhow, so let's get back to the problem. We've got $6.98, and we've got to add our tax. And when you do add or subtract decimals, you have to line up those decimal points. So we've got 56 cents. 8 plus 6 is 14. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 5 would be 15. 6 plus 1 would be 7. And there you have how much Joe paid for 2 apps and the gift card. So if we want to complete our job, and remember our question was how much money will he spend? And in this case, n equals 2, so we bought 2 apps. So Joe paid a total of $7.54. And there you go. There's the first one. Let's move on to the second value of n. We've got 4 being the value. And we just want to substitute that in. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to move a little bit quicker through this problem. If you need to pause the video, feel free to do that. So here we go. N equals 4. So we've got 99 cents per app, and Joe bought 4 of those. So we're going to multiply that by 4, and then add in the $5 they spent for the gift card, plus tax. And the tax is calculated in here. And we've got same type of information, 99 cents times, and sometimes you see this big circular symbol. That also means multiply, so let's use that one. So we've got 99 times 4 plus $5 for the gift card, all multiplied by 8%, representing the tax. So now we can do that. Again, we'll tackle parentheses first. And inside that, we've got 99 cents times 4. 99 cents times 4. Do the little lattice method for this. If you're not sure how to use the lattice method or need a little reminder how to use it, you can check out our video on 4 ways to multiply multi-digit numbers. But here we go. This is the lattice method. We've got 4 times 9, or 9 times 4. It's 36. You can see how those 10s and 1s are split. 9 times 4, or 4 times 9, is 36. And then we add diagonally. 6 plus, well, there's nothing to add to this 6 diagonally. So we just bring that down. We've got 6 plus 3 is 9, and 3. 2 places up here for our decimal. So in our answer, we'll also do that. And your decimal point will land here. Well, it always lands between the 1s and the tenths place. So there it is, $3.96. And then, okay, so we've got that. $3.96 plus $5. We'll handle that. To keep organized, I think it's a little bit more work, but it really helps you to maintain and organize all the steps in order of operations, especially when you're dealing with variables and expressions. So there we go. So now we've got $3.96 plus $5. 6 plus 0 was 6. 9 plus 0 was 9. 3 plus 5 is 8. So we've got $8.96. That'll come in handy later on. $8.96 plus, well, look at that. We've already done the work for this portion. If you look, just like in the previous example, we had 99 cents times 4 plus 5, and it's also in here, 99 cents times 4 plus 5. So, fortunately, we've shown our work over here, and it's always good to do that. Kind of proves you know what you're doing. So this also will equal $8.96 times 8% tax. So we'll do that. Multiply these two. We've got $8.96. This, we'll use the traditional method right now. We've got 896 times 8 hundredths. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 9 is 72. 72 plus 4 is 76. And we've got 8 times 8 is 64. 64 plus 7, so 64 plus 7. If you're ever not sure, it's always good to, you could just calculate it out. Sometimes you can do this in your head, and that's fine. But let's just check this out. 64 plus 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 6 plus 1 is 7. So that will give us 71. And we have to account for our decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decimal point. Round. We have to round again because our monetary system really only goes to hundredths. So we have to round to the hundredths, the nearest hundredth. Okay. And the 6, since it's 5 or greater, tells the 1 to bump up by 1. So we've got a grand total of 72 cents for our tax on this one. So let's check it out. This is 72. 72 hundredths of a dollar, 72 cents. And now we have to just add 896, that representing the price of the apps plus the $5 gift card, and we'll add those up. Show our work over here. 896 plus 72 cents. Again, notice we line these up. Multiplications, you do not have to line them up. It just happen to work out that way. But in addition and subtraction, when it comes to decimals, you really do need to line up those places in the place value system. Okay. So now we've got 6 plus 2 is 8. 9 plus 7 would be 16. You're thinking that. Good for you. And we've got 8 plus 1 is 9. So $9.68 is our answer, our total. Okay, that's how much Joe would pay for the apps and the gift card. And in this case, n, our variable. I mean, n being the variable could be any number, but in this case it was 4. That's a great thing about those variables. If you were writing a program to calculate the price of the apps and the gift card plus tax, your expression would look like that with variables as well. Okay, but anyhow, so we've got those two added together, giving us a grand total of $9.68. So if we wanted to turn that into a sentence, Joe spent a total of $9.68. All right, moving on. We'll go on to problem number 3. Our value of n is 7. So we can now write 99 times 7 plus 5. Notice I'm just inserting 7 for our variable n. So 99 times 7 plus 5 again, multiplied by 800ths, or our tax. So let's figure out what the price of the apps and gift card would be first. That's in here before we multiply by the tax rate. All right, so now we've got 99 times 7. Okay, so 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 7 is 63 again, plus 6, 69. If I'm moving too quickly for you, please feel free to pause the video. All right, so that is $6.93, and let's just add on that. Save ourselves some time. Our work is right over here. Prove we know what we're doing. 3 plus 0 is 3. 9 plus 0 is 9. 6 plus 5 is 11. So 1193. 1193. And we're going to multiply that by 8 hundredths. 8 hundredths, that is. And I'll rewrite this half of the expression. All right, so now we have to calculate how much this would be. That's 1193. Rewrite it over here. 1193 times 8% or 8 hundredths. So we've got 8 times 3 is probably thinking 24. Good for you. 8 times 9 would be 72. Plus 2 would be 74. Then we've got 8 times 1 would be 8 plus 7 would be 15. Then we multiply 8 times 1 would be 8 plus 1 would be 9. Got a decimal point, and then we have to see how many decimal places we have. 1, 2 to the decimal point, 3, 4. And in our product, we'll have the same 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, once again, since we're dealing with our monetary system, we have to round to the nearest hundredth. And we'll look to that 4 to the right to determine if we round up or round down. It's a 4, it's less than 5. So we round down, and in that case, we'll just keep that digit the same. So our tax will be 95 cents. We'll rewrite that up here in our problem, and we'll rewrite the rest. We've got 99 cents. Actually, we could probably back that up. And since we calculated that before, like we've done so far, we can just use our work that we've done previously. So we've handled all of this. It was 99 cents times 7 apps purchased plus $5. So we can just use our work. That was $11.93. We'll just rewrite that. So this $11.93 plus our tax of 95 cents, and we'll get our total. $11.93 plus 95 cents. Got those decimals lined up. 3 plus 5 is 8. 9 plus 9 is 18. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus nothing would be 1. So we've got a total of $12.88 there. All right, so we've got 12.88, and you could write in your words around that, or you could rewrite it and put it in a sentence. That would probably be a better idea. Joe spent $12.88 total. There we go. Only one more left. We've got problem number 4, and our variable n has a value of 10. We'll insert that into our problem. 99 cents per app times 10 apps plus $5 for the gift card. Handle the tax over here. We'll rewrite what we had to the left. So that would be the price of the apps and the gift card times our tax of 8%, or 8/100ths. And here we go. 99 cents times 10. Great thing about working with 10, you can, or powers of 10, this would really be 10 to the first power. So we've got 0 times, well, we could just multiply that out if you'd like. 0 times 9, 0 times 9 again, 1 times 9, and 1 times 9 again. Placeholder 0, some people use those. Add that up. Think about how many places till our decimal. I wanted to use a different color for that. 1, 2, 1, 2 until the decimal point. There it is. $9.90 would be the total, really, for both. So let's just handle that right now. Since these are the same, let's just take a look at this. You've got the same values within those parentheses as you do at the beginning of the problem. Those are the same. So we just had a 2-for-1 deal. We showed the work for one, and it actually turned out to be the work for both. So let's just rewrite our answer. We've got $9.90 on this side times our 8% tax, or 8/100ths. And now we have $9.90 on this side, or 9 and 9/10ths, or 90/100ths. And we're going to now handle what's inside these brackets. We'll follow our order of operations again. And that would be $9. Let's just bump this up a bit so we have some more space to work. So we've got $9.90 times our tax rate of, times our tax rate of 8%, or 8/100ths. We'll multiply, so we've got 8 times 0 would be 0, and 8 times 9 would be 72. Put that, carry that 7 up there. 8 times 9 is 72. 72 plus 7 would be 79. You're thinking that good for you. And we've noticed we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and our decimal point is right there. We need to round since we're dealing with our monetary system. So we've got 9 in the 100th place, and the 2 is going to tell us either to round up or round down. So if it's less than 5, and the 2 certainly is, we're going to round down or keep that digit the same. So we've got our tax right there. See that? 79 cents. So that's what it is, 79 cents plus our price of $9.90. We'll add that all up to get our total. So we've got $9.90 plus, well, that looks like 96, doesn't it? Sorry about that. Plus 79 cents. And that gives us a grand total of 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. Carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. And there we go. We've got 1069 as our grand total. So I'll rewrite that up there. $10.69. So in this case, Joe spent a total of $10.69. And there you have it. There's our first look at algebra, variables and expressions. Thank you very much for checking out worksheets and walkthroughs.com, and we will see you again next time.